to Light at the Center. My name is Susan. I read some very useful and interesting comments under my video, and I'm so grateful that you are writing your questions there, and let me know what it is that you want to hear more about. Because surely I think I can talk about almost anything. One was about how do I overcome being betrayed by someone? And I find these questions very interesting because, contrary to what people perhaps believe, they are not just relevant to some people, they're actually relevant to every one of us. So, let me start by addressing how do you overcome being betrayed by someone? You are in a relationship with someone, whether it is a romantic relationship or if it's some kind of partner relationship or a close friend, someone that you have in either way placed trust in. And trust can be, like if it's a romantic partner, it can be so much trust, like all your safety needs. Not just your love, not just your physical time, your energy, money, you name it, your safety. But it can be anything that hurts deeply. Maybe you shared a secret with someone and then they go and tell other people, but you have been betrayed. And now you have all these racing thoughts in your head. You wonder if this person is guilty or not. You wonder if it's your fault. You wonder if you should aim to forgive this person, or if you should aim to actually hold this person accountable and you don't have to forgive them. You wonder if there is any way that you can reach this person so that they can properly apologize to you if in case they haven't. And usually if you have an issue with this, they probably haven't asked for apology. So you wonder what to do. You feel stuck and you don't know if they have moved on. You don't know if they are having a bad conscience about betraying you or if they don't care at all. You don't know. And now you wonder, what should you do? What should you do? Okay. So, this is the honest truth. The problem with the hurt that you're feeling, it's not about what you should do after you have already been betrayed. The problem and the hurt is every day you allow this to happen. Every time we have poor boundaries, we let people step over ourselves, we are actually letting ourselves down and we're keeping ourselves unsafe. And the more unsafe we feel on the inside, the more we're going to start to reach for that safety on the outside. And here is where we're entering the realm of being betrayed. I will say it's almost inevitable to be betrayed if we have already let down ourselves. If we have already betrayed ourselves, we'll definitely be betrayed on the outside. Because every one of us is looking for safety. And I commented on this in previous videos as well. It's all about safety. It was always all about safety. Even the power-hungry idiots are doing what they're doing for safety. If one wants to be very cynical about it, the more power someone needs, the more muscle someone needs, the more insecurity there is also to be found on the inside. If you picture the perfect, enlightened old man or woman who's just so serene and so calm, they don't need physical strength. They don't need physical resources. They just have this calmness and warmth about them. Because these people, they are safe because they have loved and trusted themselves. And that means that we live in our own body. We are safe. We have chosen not to betray ourselves. But the problem is that most of us come here with trauma. We experience a great deal of hurt in our childhood and we abandon ourselves. Because if no one is looking at us, we will start looking on the outside, trying to figure out what we need to do, what we need to manipulate on the outside in order to be safe. But we can't win this game, because if someone is not safe for you on the outside, then they are not safe for you on the outside. If someone is not seeing you and allowing you to be you on the outside, then they are not safe. Who are you kidding? They are not safe. So if you think about the first time you reached out for this person who betrayed you, that person was not seeing you. You reached out to that person because you perceived that they had something that you lacked. Not because there was transparency and trust, because there wasn't. You reached out because they had something that you lacked. And if they didn't see you then, not the first day, and not the second day, and not the 33rd day, or the 1000th, or the 10,000th day, then they could never have been a source of safety for you. And the way other people make us feel safe is by understanding us. If we feel unseen by someone, so that we may feel that we have to chase this other person and to get their attention, for them to at least one time look at us and see us, and then we feel safe because we are seen, and we were not seen as a kid. And then that person ignores us again, and we keep chasing after them, and they see us, and we are so happy. But we know deep inside that we are not loved by this person. Whether it is romantic love or as a friend. Because a romantic partner sees you. Someone who loves you sees you. And yes, sometimes they may not have time, they may not have the time, but they will probably still make you feel safe in one way. Maybe by saying, I will have time 9 p.m. and then we can have a short chat. They will want to make you feel safe. But the people who ignore you, either they have no interest in loving you, or they don't have the capacity to do so. In either way, they will not make you feel safe. So I find it virtually impossible to believe that someone that you had true transparency with, who really saw you when you talked to them, would end up completely betraying you. So deep inside, you already know what happened. You came to this person with a great deal of fear. And because you came to this person with so much fear, you were so dependent on this person. So when they end up betraying you, it hurts. It's devastating. Because they meant more to you than just a normal friendship or, normal partnership. They meant more to you. They were your life-sustaining platform, if you so wish, because you came to them with great fear and lack. And you placed it upon them to give you the safety, just as you would have reached out for your parents when you were a kid. And just like your parents betrayed you, this person ended up betraying you. So you see, your problem is not about figuring out how to forgive this person who betrayed you. Your task is to figure out if you are going to continue abandoning yourself, continue to betray yourself, or if that's gonna stop. And this may sound harsh, guess what? We are all in the same boat, because everyone's self-abandoned in one way or another. I will discuss this in the coming video about how to deal with bullying. It's the exact same phenomena. So when you are looking at this concept of being betrayed, you can't continue looking at this person, because the reason why you can't let this person go is because this person is some kind of authority figure for you. If it was a romantic partner, they are still your greatest source of safety, even if they betrayed you, because what you projected onto them was that they should hold responsibility for your safety. They held 80% and you should only hold 20%. You gave them this role which they can't take. No one can. I love you, but I'm not gonna take responsibility over you. I'm not gonna be in charge of your life. What I can do as the best of friends is to see you, to recognize you. So when you want to just fall and cry, I hold you, in the sense that I hold this feeling. Yes, we feel sad. And what are the sources for new spring and for hope? What insight can we gain from this sorrow? What do I understand about myself and my feelings? I'm there for you, understanding that. And then I will encourage you and I will be there for you. But you are the one who's going to sing. You are the little kid learning to ride a bike. And even if I can be there and, like a parent holding the kid learning to ride a bike, eventually I'll have to let go either way, and you're going to be the one riding that bike. I can help you practice how to sing, but it's still going to be your unique voice and your singing voice, and no one can compete with you in that. And that is what we're doing. We're sharing each other on. But we can't take over someone's life. And neither is that safety. That is never safety. If someone takes over your life, it means that you were so afraid and you didn't believe in yourself. And you said, I'm never going to believe in myself. So someone else is always going to have to fill that space. But that is wrong. That is simply wrong. That is not how we show up for each other. Problem is, we're also damn afraid that we are carrying lack. So we go and meet each other and we pretend that we are so strong, so no one is actually getting any other needs met. Instead of going to each other, saying, look, I'm so afraid. I feel I can't do this. I can't do this. And then our friends can be there to step in and encourage us and making us feel safe about ourselves. Maybe that is all we need. And then we can need practical help and we can help each other out, like we used to do, I guess, in the village. There is a way of making everyone feel that they have a worth and a position in life. Everyone has a role to fill. So, I hope this have explained some about the topic of betrayal. It's not about the other person. And it's not about that other person having authority in your life or is the source of safety in your life, because they're not, or they would not have betrayed you. So now we know that you betrayed yourself. You came with all this empty space of fear, and you wanted someone else to jump into your body almost and fill that space. Or you told something very personal to you to an untrusty friend who betrayed you. And even in that scenario, you clearly associated with a person who is not your friend. Maybe a person who is envious of you. And the only reason why they gave you attention was so that they could feel better themselves, not because they're a true friend of you. And if you say, but I don't have any other friends, well, that means that you are not friend with yourself yet. If we abandon ourselves and betray ourselves, we very seldom find safe people out there. We're gonna go for the people who give us attention. And guess what? That's not gonna be good people. So, how do we solve this? How do we stop this pattern? Well, we have to stop being in the little part of ourselves here, in the little part of ourselves in our brain. And we have to place our focus going from there to going in here. And this is something you'll have to practice every day. And when you start doing that, it will all feel super much better. Because when we focus in our body, and you can do this as a sort of practical everyday meditation. If meditation is, where am I in my head right now? Am I in the future? Am I in the past? Am I outside on the street? Am I thinking about another person? Am I thinking about something fearful? Or am I thinking about something happy as puppies? Or am I thinking about positive things about myself or negative things about myself? Where am I in my head? That is meditation. And wherever you have chosen to travel today, right now, you enter into a specific dimension where everything is in a certain way. But hold on, it's not that easy. Because if you are using only this part of your brain, you can't create. Oh no! It is not the brain per se that creates. It's your system. It's all of this that is your manifestating creative power. Fancy word, that is not some spiritual jargon, it's actually science. Because the outside is the created. It comes from within, and from within we create. We can't create from the head. If you see a flower growing, and I hope you at least see some tree or bushes or greenery in the nature, how do you think it grows? It's not growing because it thinks about itself, I tell you that much. It grows from the seed. The seed can be likened with all of your body, your inner system, your heart, whatever you like to call it. I don't think we even acknowledged it with a name. Too bad of us. So let's pretend here, the seed, the heart, the energy, the spark in us. That is what is causing you to grow and manifest. Not just your physical body, but actually all of you. And we shouldn't really be aging, but that's another story. The same in nature. That is what makes the flower grow, or the mighty oak going from a little seed to a super big tree. Not that it's contemplating and thinking about something philosophical. So neither can we. So why on earth any one of us spends our day thinking about things makes literally no sense when still everything created in our lives comes from this. So we can practice being conscious, not here, but here. We can practice this. So if you relax, always relax, because if you're stressed, I guarantee you that you're up here. If we relax and we just feel that we are inside of the body, it's a contemplation. Like if you would be driving car, you may be seeing this and you're contemplating over here, and maybe you trans out or zoom out and think about something else then, but here is your focus. Now I want your overall focus to be like in your body. Maybe some centimeters outside the body, but not further out. So your focus is within. And you stay there. And you know what happens? It's impossible for anything to disturb you. Because everything that disturbs you is either in the future, is either far away, in some other building, some other voice, whatever it is, it's imaginary fears. It's not here. It's not here. Here is all that exists. The more you stay here, the more impossible it will be for your thoughts to run away with you. And you're going to stay here. And here, it's not nothingness in here. Everything is here. Now, you're going to start feeling your system. And your system has really everything. If we talk about everything included, here everything is included. You have your own personal Jesus here. You know what is right from wrong. You know what is healthy and what is unhealthy. You understand so much. You understand when you're stressed. You understand when you are down. You understand when you're up. You understand when you have energy, when you don't have energy. You understand everything. But most important of all, you don't even have to think about it. Because your body will never say, okay, now we're depressed. It's not depressed. Your body is not depressed. Your body is vital. It's vitality. Can you feel it? Your body is growing. Just like nature is always growing. It may go super slow, but it's always progressing. Here is eternal life. It's always progressing. Can you feel it? This is what creates. Sometimes when you feel a bit dissociative, tired in the head, or empty in the head, try rolling on the ground. Just roll around with your body on the ground and feel your body. You will feel more grounded. Feel the vitality of this energy. And then allow this vital energy to actually produce things for you. It may sound a bit strange in the beginning. When you are about to make a decision, ask your body. When you are encountering a meeting with someone, act from the body. Not the impulses coming from the head, from the body. The body is way slower than the head. If someone is rushing you for a decision and is wanting to agitate you, you're simply calm. If you think about people who are met with respect, they are never in a rush. They're always calm. Contemplating what the other person is saying and giving a very thought-through answer. Not thought through as rushing 100,000 thoughts in your head. Thought through as in, let me having this what you said sink in. So you say this and this to me. Let me see how that resonates with me. And I give it to my body. Then I produce an answer. This can be made as a daily discipline. You can walk in your home. You can go up in the morning, and if your head is rushing away, you simply stop. Say, I'm not going to move until all of us is centered here. Like a disciplinary action. And then we move. And then I am allowed to have presence in everything I do. Yes, I know this is frustrating. You want to think about 1,000 things and you want to distract yourself. You want to take up the phone and everything. Because that's what today's society has done to us. But no more of that. So we go back to ourselves. We are deliberate in everything we do. And guess what? Do you think that trouble can really have happening to you? Can you be betrayed by other people? Can you really be as manipulated as you used to be? If you start acting like this instead from yourself, because I don't think so. Will you even be as afraid as you were before? I don't think so. Will you be as alone as you were before? I don't think so. But just the same, I can guarantee that as soon as you abandon this and go up here and dissociate and think about everything and you're not in your body and you're betraying yourself, you're betraying everyone. Sorry for saying that, it's harsh, but you kind of get what I mean. Nothing becomes right. As soon as you abandon this, then you're going to have the loneliness, you're going to have the fear, and you're going to have the depression because there is no life in here. It's basically anti-life. It's a sort of projection from the outside that is already dead, so to speak. We can't keep making copies of something that can't create. That's the danger with AI, for example. Before, I created something for you, and you created something for me, and it was life creating life. Now we give life into something that copies. It looks like life, but it's not life. Almost like if I make a food dish, it's a real food dish. But if then we have this, when they have in the counter, they have these fake foods just for display. That is what we're creating, and it's killing us gradually. Day by day, we are losing life force because we're not creating anymore. We are giving life to something that is creating death. That is stressful. So here is life. You have to feel the energy of life, and we have to fight for this life. We have to start living by this life force, not up here. So unfortunately, this is what have happened. Some of you are just suffering because you're not in your body. You are up here in the head. And here you feel alone and stressed, and you need for someone to fill this empty space that you refuse to fill yourself. So you put your hope and trust in some other person, and they will fail you, and they will disappoint you and betray you. So you become even more afraid and desperate because you still need for someone to do this, but now you don't trust anyone. And you say, I'll be happy, fine, I'm going to be alone, but I'm going to be safe. No, you're not. Because you have to return in here, and then we actually have to start engaging with each other because we need that, and it's healthy for us, but we have to engage with each other from here. Not in these unholy alliances where no one gets satisfied. Other people, they are also living from up here, but they take so-called false food because they might engage an audience in their life, so to speak. They may have a good work position or plenty of successful friends or whatever, just friends or family or neighbors, I don't know what. But they have built some kind of structure in their still fake world, by all means, but it's good enough for them because people are still looking at their fake display, the part of them that is not really alive. It's just a display, but that display is getting attention. I guess you can accuse social media of the same. It's getting attention, but it's not real life. It's something almost dead. Like everyone was praying to this pencil or something. So, and everyone is wasting their life by basically worshipping this person perhaps that is still fake. And everything is wrong from there. And that is basically the state of affairs in this outside world. And now someone wants to say, no, screw this. I'm not going to do this fakeness anymore. It stresses me. I feel alone. I feel unhappy. I don't want to compete with this because even competing and winning in this dysfunctional fake world is not making me happy. And you're absolutely right, it's not. So in the beginning, when you start working from your body, you're going to feel, hello, is anyone else feeling this? And guess what? Yes, other people is also feeling this. They're going to start saying, get you. Now I'm trying to do the same here. And it's going to be more and more of us. And I've already seen this trend actually on YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of people, even guys posting videos now that they feel that they are on the wrong timeline. People are different than they used to be. People are zombie-like. We don't talk with each other. We don't engage with each other. What happened? What's happening to the world? We have to quit social media. We have to do something. Panic, crisis. That is what's happening. We can't exist here anymore. It's death. Can't, because we need life. Our DNA needs life. We need life in order to live. So we have to start using life. So now when we start going from here, not only will we have our energy back and we will start connecting with each other. We don't need a religion for that. We don't need a particular cause to do that. We don't need particular resources to do that. We don't need particularly anything, any particular knowledge either. It's just groundness, humanness, life. What all the mystics ever talked about knowing yourself. Because I can't give you a name for your body, system, soul, spark. I can't give you a name for that. It's not a one thing. And to call it a system makes it sound like some computer. To call it life, nature, force may make it feel like something outside of you. But it's like all of us together is this system, this you. I am what I am because I am what I am. And to get to know that, the only way to actually get to know it is to be it and operate from that, to talk from that, to be from that, to love from that, to create from that, to be you. That is you. And to know yourself, that is that. There is no word for it. It's like you can only create in the now because there is the only place where energy exists. Yes, all the energy in the universe only exists in the now. Big secret. And so therefore, when we are in the future, we're in the past, or I don't know, somewhere else in our heads, we are not creating. Well, we have this energy apparatus, but you know what is eating this energy up? Our worries. So we are manifesting weird things, but we are not bringing up this so-called paradise that we want to live in. So therefore, we're going to start seeing this trend. So when we're talking about the split of two worlds, yes, I can talk about betrayal and still entering into my spiritual topics that I usually talk about, because it is one reality and it's all connected. So when we talk about the split between two worlds, we're really talking about life versus anti-life. We're talking about that which creates and that which projected. So there's not going to be a competition. The projection can't kill life. The projection is held alive, if we can talk like Frankenstein's monster. It's alive. The projection is kept alive because the real life is giving energy to it. So if everyone stopped worshipping this pen, this dead pen, we're not going to have a problem. If we stop worshipping the state and giving it our energy, it's not going to exist. Because everything needs energy, obviously, in order to exist. And what uses you doesn't have life, or it didn't need to use you. Or if it had life or a capacity of life, it's for sure not using it, so it needs your energy. So it's that simple, it's not rocket science. And that is what we're experiencing now. So if you've been betrayed, or whatever problem you're having, you have to start using your own energy again. Don't abandon yourself. Don't forget yourself. Don't say that someone else is going to give you safety. They are unsafe. They haven't figured this safety thing out either. And when you have found safety within you, who knows? Maybe you'll be their teacher. Maybe you can help them then find their safety. But that is how it's going to be done. If everyone is being in the ocean, trying to swim and drowning, no one's going to help anyone out. Sorry, it's not going to happen. And if someone is going to use you as leverage in order not to drown themselves, it's not helpful either. We have to start by putting ourselves safety in a boat, and then we can start even helping others. And then we can reach real love, because everyone here is looking for safety, but most people are too stupid for looking for safety. So we are looking for weird solutions, but we're not creating safety. So actually, no matter what the problem is in your life right now, I can guarantee you it comes back to safety. You enter this unholy relationship, so to speak, because you didn't feel safe, because you were running from here and not feeling from here. Ask from here, feel from here, and you're gonna get another response from yourself. So that is what I want to say in today's video, and it's already fair enough long. Please, any comments or questions you had about today's topic, and maybe I can include it in a coming video, and of course I will, because I find this very interesting. In this way, I think we keep this energy in this channel alive. So please continue with your questions and your thoughts, and you also share them with each other so we can all see what is happening in each other's lives. And yeah, that's all for now. More again soon. Bye for now.